Today in the United States, women are making 80 cents less per every dollar a man makes on average. Now, some people would think that this affects only women, but it affects everyone in the workplace. Ever since women have started working, they have they have had to deal with this issue, and it's closed a considerable amount, but there's still room for improvement. Now, one way that they could help close this pay gap would be for women to be able to negotiate more effectively and communicate with their employers. They would be able to negotiate on their initial pay offers and then communicate if they believe that they deserve a pay raise or what the issue is. Now, many issues have led to this pay gap, but a few key ones are the common stereotypes that women have to face. Now, for example, women are seen to be as irrational or that they have to put their family first because they're seen as the caregivers, and they're also seen as passive. Now, these stereotypes set the stage for the glass ceiling effect, which is an invisible barrier that women hit when they're trying to reach the top levels of management. Also, another issue, according to Do Women Avoid Salary Negotiations, which was posted in 2015, it stated that men are 9 times more likely to negotiate their salaries than women are. Another key issue, according to State Liberalism, Female Superiors, and the Gender Wage Gap, which was posted in 2014, stated that men prefer to work with other men, which means that they would hire and promote men just because of this bias. So women are in lower status managerial roles, which is also goes to the glass ceiling. And only 15% of top managers are women. So again, this glass ceiling effect is really affecting women. Now, looking at some of those statistics, some would say that they're not that like they're very minor compared to what they could be. But if you figure from when one woman starts working until the age that she reaches 60, she loses about $500,000 in pay. Now, that number alone proves the importance of this. If you look at it, just $1, yes, we're making 80 cents less, but if you look at it over an entire lifetime of work, it makes a dramatic difference. Now, one way to close this pay gap would be to negotiate more effectively. The issue is when women try to negotiate, they're subjected to social consequences. According to How Can Women Escape the Negotiation Dilemma, which was posted in 2012, some consequences are not getting the job, not being socially welcomed in the workplace, not being asked to work on specific cases or projects that could advance your career, and employers are more disinclined to work with or hire women who try to negotiate. Another negotiation issue, according to Why Women Don't Negotiate Their Job Offers, which was posted in 2014, is that only 1/8 of all women try to negotiate compared to 50% of all men do. So in general, women lack these negotiation skills and the confidence to do so because of the consequences that they might face. So what can be done about this? Well, women need to work on getting effective communication and negotiation skills. This alone could shrink the gap a little, but one thing that can be done overnight would be to take a communal approach when trying to negotiate. According to Why Women Must Ask the Right Way, which was posted in 2016, said that if they take the communal approach, this has had a positive outcome in eliminating some of the consequences that they face. So the communal approach is asking what or saying what I can do for you, not what you can do for me. So women should say, I can do so like this and this for you, and that is why I deserve a pay raise. This makes women seem less demanding, which some people have a bias towards demanding women. Also, the more women in managerial positions are more concerned with this issue of equality because they've seen it firsthand and they are going to feel sympathy for people going through it also. So that is another way to close the gap. To conclude, this gap has been slowly closing, but if women were to work on their communication and negotiation skills, this could help increase their salaries and close the wage gap a little. They're subject to social consequences when women try to negotiate, causing them not to do so. But if we want to eliminate the pay gap, we also need to eliminate the stereotypes and bias that come along with it. Now, this is an issue for every woman, well, not every woman, but women in the United States in every state. Every state has a considerable gap that women are making per dollar that a man makes.